Hundley holds, steps up. Hundley sacks T.J. Watt. Watt has tied Michael Strahan's single-season record, 22.5 sacks.
When T.J. Watt tied the NFL single-season sack record, it was officially NFL history. But unofficially, it wasn't even the actual league record. That belongs to this guy.
Hi, my name is Al Bubba Baker, and I'm the owner of Bubba's Q, world-famous barbecue and catering.
Football was my job. Barbecue is my passion. Good barbecue comes from the heart. It comes from passion. The only thing that's gonna make you a great barbecue person is putting in the time. You gotta put in the time. Same in sports.
Al Bubba Baker spent 13 seasons terrorizing quarterbacks during his career with the Lions, Cardinals, Vikings, and Browns.
If it were up to me, I'd change the game to all third and long.
Why would that be?
Definite pass.
Al was a locker room entertainer by himself.
In 1978, no one could block the lightning-quick rookie from Colorado State.
I wasn't gonna make it easy for him. A lot of head fakes, a lot of this and that, smoke and mirrors.
On his 22nd birthday, Baker made a record-setting sack.
Tarkinen with his backs out again. And he's going to be sacked. And that's that big sack. That is the 50th sack of the year for the Young Lions, tying a club record established in 1964.
Al Baker is leading this team in sacks. I think he has about 23 now.
By taking down Fran Tarkenton, Baker had also amassed more sacks in a season than any NFL player before or since, but no one knew it at the time.
So sacks were unofficial till 1982.
Everybody was keeping sack stats in the late 70s. The teams were keeping them. Some of the teams didn't count it as half a sack if two guys got the quarterback. Coy Bacon, the Bengals published as having 26 sacks in 1976. Well, he didn't. That's because he got a full sack every time one was shared.
Baker's sensational 1978 was good for first-team All-Pro honors, but not a place in the NFL record books.
So he has this beginning of a great career, and he gets no credit for it.
Let's face it, I have been null and void. My name didn't even come up.
After 13 seasons and half of his 131 career sacks coming before the sack became an official statistic, Baker went back to what he knew best, the barbecue business.
Barbecue is 24/7. That is his life. That became my life. Everything that I learned was learned through him, and it was all taught through a lesson of barbecue.
He left behind football, and he just started being a great businessman.
It's the same. These are skills that I honed. I've been conditioned for business. I just transferred it and brought it over. We, the bakers, invented the boneless rib.
Baker's business success landed him on Shark Tank, and when football historians Nick Webster and John Turney's 20 years of sack research confirmed his 1978 single-season total, Baker's football achievements hit primetime as well.
There was one game where there was a half sack off. So he either had 22 and a half or 23. Go to the film. You can see on the film, Bubba makes the sack and a linebacker jumps on his back after they're down on the ground. So 23 is the number.
ProFootballReference.com adopted the findings and established two lists of single-season sack leaders, finally cementing Baker's status as the all-time leader.
I know I cried. I do remember. I mean, I'm not even embarrassed to say that. I was like, what?
The sack record now belongs to the immortal Al Baker.
It went from me thinking, wow, they finally acknowledged it, until the NFL came back and made an announcement about 4 days later, unofficially, he has 23. And so I was kind of taken aback by it, and then my wife helped me understand it. She said, yeah, but now you're in the conversation.
The conversation led to Baker's inclusion in the NFL's 100 Sack Club, making him one of just 62 men in NFL history to hit the century mark.
Being in the 100 Sack Club is a body of work. It's the legacy that you're leaving not only on your team, but the impact that you've had on the league.
Being in the room with these guys, I think that was one of the highest points ever, the 100 Sack Club. And I was in it. It's like, yo, daddy can't get you in this club. I don't care who you are, huh?
Like good barbecue, making history takes patience and confidence in the process. For Al Baker, that's been a recipe for success, official or not.